that you'll be okay one day. I need to know you're here. I'll give it all I got as long as you are here. The fight will never stop. When you need that fire, I'm your messiah. When you
What up, everybody? We get it cracking in just a bit. All right, hang tight. Setting everything up here. It's been a minute. Kind of low key injured a little bit. Not injured so badly, but if I sound a little funny, I apologize. If you don't know by now, I don't know if I tweeted it, but I told my group I fractured my tooth due to eating some hard ass crackers and pressure provided by my wisdom tooth that I didn't pull out when I was a kid because I was just a dumbass for some reason. So now I'm living in that pain. But so just mind if I sound a little funny. Just mind it. We'll get it through, all right. But hang tight. We'll get it cracking like a minute or two. All right, my friends and family. How y'all doing? I hope everyone's doing fantastic, staying safe, staying quarantined, staying away from everybody, washing their hands, doing all the good stuff. So with that, this is your boy Satoshi motherfucking Heavy signing in here with another dose of Crypto Forex and some stocks. Let's get it popping. What up, Australia? I love my Aussies. I love y'all. One of my favorite people. Y'all super nice. I love y'all out there. I love my Brits too. I love everybody. I just love everybody. I'm a very big people person. I'm trying to just spread the love, just spread the love. There's no reason to hate anybody, any type of person. So spread the love, all right? So with that, let us get transition. 3, 2, and 1. Boom. It's been a while. It's been a long while, I feel like. This past week, it's been pretty terrible for me. Like I said, crashed in my tooth. It's been an excruciating pain for the greater half of the last week. I was able to get some medication prescribed for me that took forever because there's just so many people getting medication prescribed. Sorry for the music. It was just very hard for me to get my stuff. It was a mess. But I finally got some stuff that eases the pain. And so I could fucking talk to y'all. What up, NY? What up, my NYC? I got some peeps out in NYC. I love my people. Like I said, I love everybody. Anyway. I just noticed my mic was kind of far away from me. So, let me pause the music. Boom. Paused. Alright, let's go. Let's just talk. So, I was anticipating this, by the way. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But I want to talk a little bit about the higher time frame. Well, no, let's talk about the lower time frame, and they'll bleed off into the high time frame because my analysis stems from the low time frame and then it goes to the higher time frame. This has been absolutely excruciating. If you're looking for like a bigger, more like a swing type of play, more explosive play, all this in here has been absolutely excruciating. This is usually my paradise. This type of environment is usually my paradise. Ranges, my paradise. But I got suckered this past week. I got a little lazy, I'm not gonna lie. Probably because I was in fucking pain and didn't want to do shit. But I got kind of suckered into getting baited into a higher time frame break because we're consolidating in very tight range. Like you would assume, after all this range bound in this essentially from this point, broke up and then we just been ranging in this area. You would think that we would break somewhere out, like significantly out of this range, or at least down from out the top range, but it's been going sideways. I got suckered into that. And I am kicking myself in the ass because there's a lot of money to be made in this environment if you just know what to look for. There's so much money to be made, and I'm just kicking myself in the ass. Anyways, with that, what's very interesting to me at this point is if this breaks this high. First of all, this is a series of threes. There's many ways you could break this down. Many ways. Many ways. You could say this is all one move. You could say that is all one move. Depending on what happens over the next 24 hours will really determine exactly what structure is being made in this environment right now. As of right now, I see this as an A, this is a B, and if we break this high, I'll see it as a C, like either a weird diagonal C, like a weird diagonal C, or this could be even a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5, and this will be a leading diagonal. Depending on what happens on this pullback, because I believe that this is some sort of smaller structure of a larger degree move, either being an impulsive phase to the upside, or just a simple ABC where it just at least clears that high. Either one of those moves to me will be a play I would want to be on. The higher time frame looks atrocious. It's very hard to judge the high time frame because there's a lot of could be said about either direction, bullish or bearish. You really can. You cannot say with irrefutable confidence that one side is more heavily favored than the other. From a higher time frame perspective, I would like to say the bears are favored due to the overall climate of the entire world, and also just the way it looks on the high time frame chart. Rising up into resistance with dwindling volume as we get higher and higher. Where did I learn Elliott Wave? I learned a great deal of it from myself, but not myself, obviously, but I read a lot and I watched a lot of videos. I didn't read a shit ton. I'm more of a visual learner, but I read a great deal. If you're trying to learn Elliott Wave, the first thing I want to tell you is you want to read the grand old. Sorry, going off track here. You want to read the grand old book called Elliott Wave Principle by Frost and Prechler. That's like the golden child to getting started in Elliott Wave. Now, a lot of people stop there. A lot of people stop at Frost and Prechler, but there's a lot more to it. There's deeper understanding to the wave principle if you just go find other people who went further into it. That's just the surface of it. I'm primarily a neo-wave trader. I deal heavily with time and very in complex corrector structures. That's why I am a big fan of ranges, because I usually with fairly fair confidence could really understand exactly what's happening in the range if I could just see specific structures. And that's why this is, there's a few things that could be taken about this, but usually I have a very solid confidence on where we're going to go in a range, because of these very specific rules that were even further developed by the neo wave grandfather by the name of Glenn Neely. So if you want to learn my very specific style of wave trading, I highly recommend go and finding and Googling Glenn Neely Mastering Elliott Wave and download his PDF and read that thoroughly. It is extremely difficult to understand if you're not very not analytical, but you don't come from a very your strong suit isn't English or reading. He uses a lot of complex terms and words, and the way he talks is very complex and advanced. So it can leave you questioning some things you read. So I definitely recommend reading it more than once. I have. But if you want to learn my specific style, go read his book. Read the Elliott Wave Principle first, though. Read his book second. If you want video help, go watch Anil Mangill, whatever the heck his name is, on YouTube. Let me pop him up real quick because he is a stud. I'm sorry again, I'm going off tangent, everybody. We'll get it popping in just a little bit. I just love helping people out. That's the main reason I do things for this. Do fucking live and shit. This dude, watch his videos. He doesn't really teach you anything, but the way he TAs and stuff, trust me, you will understand the second most important thing when it comes to Elliott Wave, which is structure, just by watching his videos. The first most important thing is time. Second is structure. Third is price. Alright. Okay, let's continue on our process. So, initially, I thought this move, was part of a larger downtrend, but we failed to break this specific pivot in less time and complexity. We broke down into it, and I thought it was going to come up real quick and then break it down, but look what we've done. We just have moved sideways. So this, to me, makes it really weird because according to my logic and my rules, based on this, I have to assume we're arranging for further expansion to the upside because we didn't break specific ranges in less time and complexity. And so when I look at this entire structure, again, we're starting to div back out. At this point, I'm not too sure about a specific wave count. This is completely naked TAing at this point because I threw out my wave count. After this, right here at this point, I threw out my wave count. We brought back up and did all this weird shit. Sorry. So let me do some real quick. I want to get some understanding real quick. Okay. So there's a few things I could take from this at this moment. I'm a firm believer that this is 5 waves. I'm a believer this is 3 waves. Oops. I'm a believer that this here was some sort of diagonal. And this was all a move as well. And this is probably an ABC. Therefore, at this point, let's just do one more thing. Kind of like this now. can't see the bottom here. And then if you want to learn more, like my specific way, my way, the rules, and how to trade to be mentored by me, tutor. Oh shit, wrong thing. Come join Elevate, and I'll teach you everything I need to know. Ooh, this is very interesting to me. This is why I'm thinking, this could be a leading diagonal here, because is this a WXY? A 3? This is clearly a 3. Unless you're saying this is part of it, and then you could say this is a possible leading diagonal. Which then this makes this possibly, at first I thought it was this. I thought it was this. 5, leading diagonal, weird, gross leading diagonal that was just weird. 5, 3, and I thought there was going to be a 5. But time is up. Time is up for that structure. I can no longer say that we're going to do that unless we're going to put in an ending diagonal, which we could, but it wouldn't make sense to me. We would have to say this is 1. So I'm just kind of brainstorming because literally, like I said, I threw out my entire wave count. And we're just trying to figure out what the most logical wave count to do. There's two structures we're specifically studying. One's very bullish, and one's intermediately bearish, but still going to be bullish after the corrective phase is done. The only way, in my opinion, that we break down from this point, from an Elliott wave perspective, is if this ends up being any diagonal 3. 3, which it just doesn't look that pretty, from this point. We'll see, that's what I'm saying. I think regardless, this is going to be a buy regardless. Either way, for both my ideas I'm about to tell you, it's going to be a buy. Because it's going to be 1, A, 3-wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for A, B, C, which will be a 1, a 2, ABC for a 3, ABC for 4, ABC for 5, and that will work for a 5, a 5, a 3, and a 5 any diagonal. That would work. That would be perfectly fine. And this is the buy area down here. And the time you expect that to happen would be about the time as the entire structure itself at this point, which would be about there. Because if you don't know, an ABC, a 5-3-5, or a 3-5-3, doesn't matter. ABC must form in a very specific way, in which two of the waves will mimic each other in time, and one will be vastly different. Either being extremely short, which is the usual one, or extremely long, which is the uncommon one. This is why I threw out the ABC at first, because A and B were long, took quite some time in regards to the entire structure I was studying. It took quite some time, so I was assuming a very fast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cascading event. I'll just wipe all these long stops, but it didn't happen. So since the most common thing that I look for an ABC flat was not occurring, I drifted away from that. And I threw out the idea. But coming back to it, it is possible this could put in a diagonal based on the structure we're forming in the intermediate. Now we're breaking to the upside, so this is exactly what I wanted to see. This is exactly what we wanted to see. If you're not in my group, let me show you my chart that I showed in my group. Unfortunately, I got fucking stopped out of this trade early, but I was fucking salty because we bought the low today, and I fucked myself. But this is what I was looking for. So, and this is what I said. We'll see what happens on. This is the bullish count. We'll go to my bull count right now. But this is the bull count. That's one of the things we're watching for. All right, so this ABC, where this is a 5-wave diagonal, this is a flat B, and we'll have another C wave coming up. It's possible. So it's still possible. It's on the table because this is a 3, this is a 3, and if we were to extend, it would be a diagonal. It would not be a 5-3, 5-3, 5-3, 5 normal impulse. It would be a diagonal. And so this fits the psychology I'm looking for in regards to time and structure to get us to this point if we are going to move bearishly to the downside. Okay? Now let's go to the bull count. I am a low time frame trader. I have no bias. All I do is wake up. I have alerts set for specific zones to tell me where price will go, and I wake up to those alerts, or if they don't get hit, I wake up, see where the price is, and trade it whatever is given to me. So that is the bull count. If I start seeing this, I'm at bear count. If I start seeing this happen, I will trade for it. But like I said, both of our counts that we have, and I'm going to show you, provide a buy setups pretty soon after this retrace. If we get this retrace, if we're right at this point, if we get this retrace, it'll provide a buy setup for both these counts, either being this 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, ending diagonal, where this is an ABC, a weird WXY where this is top of A, this is now B and a 3-wave B, and this could be a C wave where this would be a leading diagonal 1, this would be 2, this would be 3, this would be 4, and this would be 5. But we'll see. Now the second count is the one I'm kind of liking a little bit more, just because I don't know, I feel like it's so obvious that this is bearish on the high time frame chart, and it essentially. Okay, I'm about to get to that, buddy. Calm down. Calm down. I'm telling you what my account that I prefer is. I did not say that was my preferred count. I just said it's the count I'm watching if it happens to start showing itself. To me, if we break down below this level, that will confirm that count. Until that, I don't believe we're going to go down. Okay? Here's what I think is happening. This is what I'm hoping to trade for. The only thing I don't like is that time is kind of running out here, but it works because if this is going to happen, this C wave has to be explosive. So for my preferred style of wave trading, a WXY also must form in a very specific way. And it looks like if this is going to be a valid WXY, it's going to have to be a very symmetrical set of WXY. And since you see here that X landed exactly where we needed to assume this, now, oh shit. Now we can go to where we assume Y started and find a logical endpoint to where this wave structure will end if it is going to be a WXY, a valid WXY in my preferred style of trading. And I like this because it seems like we're running out of time, which we are, but I like this. I mean, let me tell you why. And it's because I think this is going to be very similar in time right here. Ooh, yes, perfect, dude. Literally, oh my god. I think the stars are starting to line here. A. The slow right here is B. And it's going to be C. It's going to happen very fast within the week. Within the week, we'll find the high if this is going to be true. Within the week. By Friday, we'll find the high if this is going to be true. Which I like this structure the most. Which is, call me crazy. I just feel like for some fucking reason, someone with a lot of money and a lot of power are just loading fucking people up to slaughter right here. Because this is the most obvious place in the world to short. In the whole world. Literally, we just broke down. Capitulated. We're retesting it. Kind of for the first time if you're looking at it on a high time frame. If we're looking at it in low time, it's 1, it's 2, it's 3 times we tested it. But from a high time perspective, it's like a one-time poke type thing on declining volume. Very obvious, right? In cryptocurrency, the obvious tends to not happen quite often. Quite often. You know? So, And I like this structure a lot for this. It matches what I look for a WXY internally. And exactly what I thought. So this is perfect, literally perfect. This is exactly what I want. It's exactly what we want. So regardless of what happens. No, it's crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but like I said, I'm a low time frame trader. I don't trade the so I won't be longing this and just holding it for fucking dear life. And if it comes back to me, it's gonna come back to me. No, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna play this. Like I said, both of the patterns we're studying gives us a buy opportunity right after this retrace. Both of them being this bullish. WXY with an ABC. When this is wave 1 of C, this is going to be 2, this is going to be 3, this is going to be 4, this is going to be 5. Or is it going to be 1, 2? I don't think that hit a minimum requirement. It could have. Let's check real quick. Let me check real quick. Ooh, we did. So this is actually, I should have took that short, but I was fucking busy. Man, I've been busy around the house too, and I kind of fucked up. Not being around the computer as much when I missed some good plays. That's another reason why I fucking kind of fucked this area up. And I was just really hoping the higher time frame would just sway, give it to me, but it never works like that. So we hit a minimum requirement. We got some good rejection. So this can be a very valid. Let's just see if time works. Time has to work here. If time don't work here, then it doesn't work. So time works here. So this can be a B, C, and this is about to nuke to the downside. And like I said, if we lose this, I may hedge this still, honestly, for a short. Although it's kind of a huge wick down for me already, I still may hedge this. Honestly. I'm probably going to hedge this, actually. I'm going to hedge this. I'm going to hedge this, actually. Let me just check volume real quick. Volume is okay-ish. What's good was that this constantly rose, but is still technically considered bearish volume. I like this setup, so I'll take it as a hedge. Hopefully, it'll work. If this starts running to the upside, I honestly wouldn't know why. In regards to the Elliott wave principle, other than this could be a weird. To me, on a low time frame, just looking at ABC. So it wouldn't make sense to me. But if it were to run, I guess this could be 1. This could be all 2, and this could be started at 3. But again, it wouldn't make sense to me because this move up was a 3-wave denotation on the 1 minute and 30-second time frame. Wouldn't make sense. So I like this as a hedge. It'll protect me from this loss if if we just happen to start fucking cascading. Because if this is indeed right and it's going to be a 1, a 2, a 3, this first move should be pretty violent, very similar to that. But that'll be London's doing. Will London's take us down? I don't know. We'll see. To me, it's a very good opportunity to hedge the appropriate way. You hedge ideas. You don't hedge a position. So we're hedging the possible idea that this can be the top of this uptrend, and we're gonna start going to the downside for another ABC for wave 3, and another ABC for wave 4, and then a final ABC for wave 5 for some weird ass diagonal, which is possible structurally. I personally like this better as WXY, and this is a 1. This will be a 2. Depending on how we break down, will really tell me what we're doing. If we come down on a 3-wave donation, take as long or just about or longer of a time than it did to create this entire structure to the upside, then there's no doubt about it, I'm going to long this. If we don't do that and we end up breaking this entire structure in less time and complexity, then I have no choice but to short whatever move comes after that. I'll take that. We'll double down on this short. So I'll take that loss, and then I'll double down on this short. That's exactly what happened. Because I'll probably set buys. So this will most likely happen in my sleep. So I'll probably go set buy here. If I'll try to stay awake as long as possible to see if I can catch this move and see what's forming. I'm very good when I can watch the fucking screen all day. That sounds horrible, but I'm very good at that because then I can very quickly understand if my idea is valid or not. I'm very good at not holding a bias. If I see a structure, I'm gonna get out. If I see something, I'm gonna get in, type thing, you know. So if I see this, a nice sideways corrective phase after this high is made, we're getting some good volume here. So we can't just push. Like I said, we can't just push. This is some weird A sliding 1, sliding 2, and this is wave fucking 3 monster moon. But again, wouldn't make sense to me because this is above 3-way orientation. So really hope we get this buy opportunity. For the stop on this hedge, I'm going to assume we have a possibility to make another high. But based on the structure, like I said, this looks like a 1B, C, ABC. So I have to assume this is A, this is B, and C as well. So I have to assume, again, this is going to be an A and a B and a C. But I guess, structurally, this can be a B, and this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't like that because time doesn't work for me. But I guess from a traditional aspect, I guess that does work. But I'll set my stop above that, probably like right there. I'll have it loose. Again, this is a hedge. I'm not going in a big portion of the account or anything like that. It's a hedge just to account for the loss that I'll take there. That's all it's doing. It's not to make me money. It's just to account for the loss that I'll take here. And then if we do break this in less time and complexity, take that loss. This will cover that loss. This will come up, and I'll take that trade to the downside because this, at that point, like I said, would confirm this idea. A lot can be said about either one, liquidity-wise, in my opinion. Yeah, I would love. To me, I don't think this is gonna get taken out anytime soon. We're not gonna take. If anything, we'll take that out. We might get lucky and take that out. Super lucky if we get this, but if we lose this level, that to me breaks this entire market structure, and I would have to be looking for even more greater downside. It's possible. And I'll trade it if I get that look. Again, we don't know. I don't know. I will play what the market will give me. These are my two ideas. I'm trading for both of them, okay? You either hate it, you love it, and you leave it. Alright? We'll see where this runs. Very peculiar structure here. Again, it looks like 3 waves. We'll see what happens here. Stop somewhere up here. I'm not going to give you a specific number. Because I at this point, well, let's get a rule here. I could actually get a really good stop based on the Elliott wave, not just price action. I think wave 3 is shortest here. Or shorter than wave 2 here. Wave 3. 1. Whoops. Yep. So this is shorter. So if this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. My stop has to be shorter than a wave 3. Well, not shorter, but as long as wave 3, because that will invalidate this idea as a diagonal. Because wave 3 cannot be the shortest. So it gives me a very logical stop placement. Probably a little bit lower than what I'm just putting. Yep. So I like this better for a stop. I'll do 69.90 ish, just above this level here at 69.78. That's the technical level for invalidation, but I never like to put it exactly on it, just because when it comes to like this type of stuff, and the crypto's kind of a little iffy. So give yourself some room there. If this is going to be the count, then we should break down just beyond this. But we'll see. All right, let's go on to ETH. I haven't charted ETH in a minute. Wow, some pretty good volume there. Yeah, close enough. I nailed this. That was so clean. Even the time, look at that. Oof, gosh. Godlike. That was good. That was good. That was okay. That buy was good. But then I wish I shorted that. It's all good though. Then I wish I longed that on ETH. That was also pretty shitty. It's all good though. ETH. What are you doing, Bagro? This looks bullish as shit. Holy shit. What's Bitcoin doing now? Now I'm curious. Hold on. Wow, that definitely stopped me out, probably. Ooh, no. Well, maybe it's here. Let's see here. Sorry, everyone. I want to see this real quick. I'm very curious to this. It'd be crazy if we just start pumping. Like I said, it would catch me completely off guard if we just pump it from this point. Completely off guard. Not completely, because obviously I'm thinking we're gonna go up, but structurally it would catch me off guard. Okay, we're we're holding. Let's see here. I'm gonna put an alert so I don't fucking miss this. Okay, Bitcoin didn't move much. Good. So I like this. I'm starting to like this a lot. A lot. The more as time progresses, the more bullish I'm getting. Call me fucking crazy. Yes. That is the short we want, I think. That is the short we want. Alright. Go back to ETH. This gives you the greatest setup ever. If you shorted that, oh god, you're lucky. Because look how close your stop can be. Right there to there. So you could enlarge, but you could increase your position size if you're like a larger time frame trader. Increase your position size to accommodate for that, and thus trade at the same size you normally do on a higher time frame, and not miss out on anything. Good setup there. Sure you can lose it. Sure, it's really close to your invalidation point. But that's the point. You want it as close as possible. As close as possible. That is a rule. So if it does move over, we know that this structure starting is completely wrong, and we shouldn't believe that this is structure, because that rule states that. That's why I like Elliott Wave. I want to check one other thing here. Very curious. This structure is forming here. Very curious. That low was made just... Let's see. Oh, I didn't set my alert. Sorry. Okay, ETH. Ooh. ETH looks strong as fuck, dude. That is clearly a 5-wave impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is probably going to be, because this is 3 waves. W, X, Y, running flat. 1, 2. This is probably all 3. This is probably going to be 4. This is probably going to be 5. So ETH is probably going to be a pretty good short opportunity based on my preferred wave analysis. As long... Ooh, well, actually, nah. This is actually pretty bullish. I'm honestly going to be on buy the pullback type shit on ETH, too. Bro talk. This is the 1618 extension. And since I'm denoting this as 5 waves, and this is 3 waves... This is 1, this is 2. It looks like it's still 3. Structurally. That means that this is probably going to be a wave 1 of a larger structure. So 1, 2, 3 is not done. It's probably going to be right here. It's probably going to be 3 here. It's going to be 4. 5 here. And then we'll have a bigger retrace like this. To mimic this time frame. Come up one more time for another 5-wave impulse. Have some major nasty divergence on the daily and the higher time frame. Double or triple top, whatever you want to call it. Everybody and their mom is going to go short ETH because it's going to look like weak dog shit. You know, declining volume in essence, extremely huge hidden divergence, you know, massive from there to there. Weekly and bear range, momentum still not crossed over. The only thing bullish about ETH is the structure. This to me is a very bullish structure. It's in essence the same thing as Bitcoin, except Bitcoin is pressed even more pressed against resistance than ETH is. ETH is over its resistance level. So again, I think it's going to create some nasty, huge hidden divergences and regular divergences. Probably, maybe not. Maybe not. A little bit. Not too bad. If anything, it is... Oh, yeah, there's hidden bearish divergence from that high to those high. But people are going to see that as a triple top, I feel like. Or something like that. And if this happens here on ETH, right here, over the next coming days, 1, 2, a 3, a 4... Can we hit the 1618 extension? So we can come back, consolidate for a little bit, move up for another move up, and that will make a 5-wave impulse of the degree I'm going to want to look for to say that this is actually going to have a chance to break out. Okay. The other account would be that this is essentially the same thing as Bitcoin. This is A, this is going to be B. Let me see. Sorry for the train outside. Yeah. So this would be A, this would be B, this would be C. If this is the bear count. So far we're 50-50 on the extension. We hit an extension level where we can say we're moving impulsively. I'm gonna be very on this next high on ETH though. I'm gonna short it as a hedge for this long I'm gonna take as well, and here's why. Because even though we moved up impulsively after this next high, if this happens, it can still be part of this ABC here, A, B, C, and obviously it's gonna hit the extension level because it's a C wave, and this is of course gonna be it is obviously an impulse because it's a C wave. So if it's gonna hit those levels, right? So I'm gonna take this short as a hedge just in case. Same idea as Bitcoin. Look to buy the 618 on ETH though, about right here. Buy this level here on ETH. This is nonsense right here. It's not gonna hold a support. It's gonna hold a support. It's gonna hold there. Stop right here. And this will be as a hedge up here to short. If it comes down violently, stops me out in my. I don't know if this is gonna happen in my sleep or not. Stops me out in my sleep. Then I'm just gonna be this short hedge will cover that, and I'll just hopefully short whatever bounce to one more moves to the downside. Yeah, I personally think Bitcoin won't make a new high, even though ETH. I'm salty as fuck. Oh, I was pissed as fuck. I got stopped out of this. Yep, I think this is gonna come down. Unless this is gonna be an A, a B, and a C, which is possible. You never know with Bitcoin, but it's not the clearest thing that pops out to me. Yeah, we're buying this box in Elevate Trading, and I'm fucking they stop hunting me right here at 6,777 or something like that. That was right here. After this pump, I moved after this move up because I saw 5 waves up. I'm like, all right, I'll move my stop up just over this. I'm stupid for that. I picked a level based on PA, which I should have never done. That was my fault. Got taken out on that move, and I just saw this start moving up. Ah, salty. This was the play. Buy here, sell here, but it is what it is. So looking a little sluggish, like I said. So yeah, I am gonna short this with anticipation. This is not gonna move to the upside anymore, but I can allow one more move up. I have to say outright bullishness. We're gonna stop talking about Bitcoin. Outright bullishness over 7,075. Anything below that looks like a fade for temporariness. Either it says either gonna be a 1, a 2, 3, or it's actually gonna be a good one and all the way down. So either one. All right. Again, let's go back to ETH. So again on ETH, same play, same idea, right? Buy this, short here as a hedge if we get there. Hopefully we get there. Looks like we should because I think this is 5 waves right here. Wait. I think this is 5 waves. That's what I meant. No, I know. Sorry. I guess there's no real reason for me to think that it should do this other than the extension that was made here. And the fact that this was 5 waves. This looks like a clear 3 waves. And therefore this has to be a 5 waves. It could be an ABC. This could be like a weird WXY. But time doesn't work for me for a WXY there. So I have to say ABC first. So I won't long this. I don't long the tops of ranges. I don't short the bottom of ranges. I do the opposite. And I would take the loss on a breakout. I take the loss on a breakout. It is what it is. Markets range 90% of the time. So just think about that. If markets range 90% of the time and you spend your entire time looking for the breakout, that is what, about 10% of the time? So how much time are you actually making money trading? Not much time. Right. So let's go. Oh, let's go to. So those are my ideas on ETH. I'm sorry, I'm not your traditional guy who would tell you like specific fucking levels and shit. But I'm more about structure, like I said, more about structure and time, prices, whatever. As long as I can get my entry both in structure and time, price will come. I will get the price. The price will come to me. You know, the RO will come in that. I want to see this. I want to see a slight consolidation, and move up, triple top, short the fuck out of that. We'll see what happens. Three-way move to the downside, then I'll long the shit out of it. Close that short. If it nukes, then I take that loss and that long setup. I'm going to set up down here at 142, 143 area. Short the pop, break to this low side at 137, 136 ish. Relong it in anticipation it moves to the upside. Okay? So that's the plan. ETH, essentially the same thing on Bitcoin, you know. Have it stop over the 1-to-1 area. Might get stopped out because I'm just not seeing a structure here. Maybe an A, B, C. I like that. I do like that a lot, actually. A B, and a C. And this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. So I'm probably going to move my stop back up to my original level. Above here. At 71-ish. Or is it here? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to stay here at 70.45. If it gets up here, I'll set an alert here. If it gets up here, I'll probably reshort. Take that loss. Reshort. With anticipation that this is going to move to the downside because this structure just looks incomplete. Sorry, I got a message in the DMs. Alright. I'm assuming a lot of this is wrong now. Because Bitcoin didn't do what I wanted it to do, so it means a lot of this shit. Oh, it's ETH. Oh, ETH BTC. Was it Binance? Oh, yeah, I guess. I mean, I got that part right. That this is the bottom of this. It didn't move up, though. Very... ETH BTC, man. Very strange. It's probably not going to do that. It's probably just going to be an ABC. It's probably going to be it. Wow. I don't know. I'm kind of bullish on ETH because this is why another reason why I'm bullish on ETH because ETH BTC has been on a downtrend for how fucking long? It's time for it to pump. And we're back into the zones that really moves start stemming out of. If we lose this level, that we're coming down to 0184 or 0185. But to me, this looks like it wants to fucking move up. At least temporarily. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and just assume this is all one downtrend. And now we're getting ready for an uptrend. Temporarily. At least at a bare minimum. This can actually do this. But this is why I'm bullish on ETH BTC. Because structurally it makes the most sense. And this would be insane actually. This can be a WXY. W, flat, some weird complex X, anything you can, and then a Y being a zigzag. That would be crazy. I hope so, because I'm going to be longing ETH USD, but I don't like looking at those crazy things. It's just let it develop and see what happens. temporarily bullish on Bitcoin because this looks like I'm not Bitcoin. ETH because this looks like a this should pump, you know. Maybe if I delete my square. Let's look at other indicators real quick before we get out of this coin. I like this. Where is our regular RSI? So I'm liking that we're all, everything's over the slow line, which is good. Now it doesn't need to mean anything. You can do this shit. Just chop around, create some hidden divergences, and break down the downside. But to me, that wouldn't make sense. I think we're due for some corrective phase. Let's look at daily RSI real quick. I like this. The blue line crossed over the red, which is a huge indication that the bottom is sooner than later. Same thing with the top side. When the blue crosses over the red, top or signal to the top is sooner than later, which is boom. Crossover. Very interesting. 10-hour blue is underneath, but it doesn't matter as long as it's over the gold line. Very, very interesting. So yeah, I'm temporarily bullish because of these factors. You know, I think ETH BTC is ready and due for a pump. The only thing that worries me is this looks like an ABC, like a little ABC in here. This structure here doesn't scream bullish to me. Like this specific structure does not scream bullish to me. But if we could hold this level on a retrace and retracing more time and complexity than to move up, then we're gonna be longing this. Well, long, like I said, long ETH USD. Let's go to the Litecoin. What a crazy structure. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. See something here. Not a lot stands out to me on Litecoin. Litecoin usually is able to tell me pretty high certainty where it wants to go. But nothing stands out to me for Litecoin at this moment. I was going to say this can be maybe an A, a B, and a weird long C, but don't like it. Let's take what I do know structurally. This looks like a single move ABC. So a W, an X, a Y. Flat X zigzag fits exactly what I want for. So I know that that structure is all one for sure. Not for sure, but it was pretty high certainty. That's one structure. We broke this pivot in less time complexity, but we have so far just kept consolidating sideways, which does not fit what we normally look for. We're ranging above this level here, which is the bullish level, in my opinion, on Litecoin. If this here hit a minimum requirement and extension, I guess I will let it pass. No. Don't like that. Very strange. Very, very, very strange. Oh. Ooh. Let's check the last thing. Nope. Yeah, nothing really stands out for on Litecoin. That's for pretty. It looks like it wants the fucking moon, though. That's all I know. Looks like everything wants the moon. I'm just gonna denote it as the same thing as Bitcoin for now. The only thing that kind of stands out, which is this is A, this is B, or W, or X. I meant A or W, B or X, and this is gonna be A, B, C. I don't think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't make sense. This is definitely 3 waves. So this is definitely 3 waves. A, B, C, D, E, maybe? I'm going to hold the same bias, you know, lose that level. I'm thinking this is going to be an A and a B and a C. This can be the start of C already. I'm not sure. I really hope not, because that means I didn't get the buys I really wanted to. Well, I did, but I got stopped out on everything, unfortunately. So I really hope we get a breakdown, because it's looking pretty bullish across the board. You know, it's holding specific levels and stuff like that. It's kind of bullish, though. Let's see what happens. And again, I knew this was going to be wrong. Essentially, all the charts were wrong because Bitcoin didn't do what we wanted. This looks the same. All of them do. Kind of. All one move. Is this going to be a move? That looks the best. Sorry. This will create the most divergences, and it really, you know, just fucking across the board, it looks horrible. And then just to fucking rocket moon it, and then just fucking when this is done though, like it'll be just come down so fast and hard, it'll be ridiculous. So for XRP again, as long as we hold essentially the same thing, as long as we hold 1722 or 17. Yeah, 1767. I have to be kind of bullish on this. Structurally, it doesn't look as good as the ending diagonal on any of the coins besides Bitcoin. So I'm really leaning towards that bullish side for now. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. See, this wouldn't work for a WXY. So it's very hard for me to find counts that say we're coming down immediately for any coin, you know, structurally. Price action wise looks like complete dog shit, you know, on a high time frame, but we'll see. So again, I haven't updated this chart in a minute. So deviated outside of the channel. Cannot be that. That is kind of bullish. Taking a look back, this looks like a fucking A. This looks like it wants to do with it. A B, and a C. Which holds a WXY. But in order for this to be true, this trend line absolutely cannot be broken. As soon as this trend line is broken, we have to throw this idea out. We're almost done here with the cryptocurrency. We can move on to... technically, it's supposed to be that here. Let's go to a higher time frame. See if it's a higher time frame. Give us a better trend line. Not really. Technically, it's not supposed to break that trend line, but it's definitely broken. So I don't know if I like it for a WXY. It's not, it doesn't really hold that trend line as well. I'm looking for tops to short, not bottoms to long. I don't know what the fuck you mean, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? If you, sure, if you're a high time frame trader, you're shorting this. Like I said, that makes obvious sense. It's a low time frame trader. I'm looking for a different setup. This clearly looks like a 5 impulse for a Bitcoin Cash. Clearly. Clear as day. 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I'm shorting anything, I'm shorting this coin because this looks like a clean short. You might get lucky break there. For sure here, maybe there. You're lucky to get that. But Bitcoin Cash, I don't have a place to short this fucking coin or long it. But this is a very clean setup. Structurally, again, honestly, no fucking clue. Zero clue. The bearish side will be this. The bullish side, again, this is all some weird ass combo, which makes the most sense to me. Flat, some X, and then a zigzag for Y. Fits what we need for rule of alteration. 1, if we don't break down in less time and complexity and form corrective structures, then we long, exit our short, anticipation this moves to the upside. Across the board, literally across the board. Cannot, and those are irrefutable facts, right? Like irrefutable evidence and like facts in regards to structure right there. We make 5 waves up, and we break down in less time and complexity, it's reversal. If we don't do that, it's continuation to the upside. It's just how it is. It's how it works. You're either with it or you're not. This is how it works. And so let's look at one other thing on Bitcoin real quick before we go on to fucking Forex. I want to look at divergence on a higher time frame and look at my X pivot, see if I can find one. Wow. Oh, I thought this, like, damn, my fucking short got blasted. Okay, this obviously confirms ETH is looking very strong. Probably kind of worried to short that. Oh, yeah, we'll get to that. Man, I'm so upset. We were stopped out that long, team. So upset. We literally bought the bottom on that. Fuck, man. Oh, well. So yeah, our D1X pivot's down here, unfortunately. We're definitely not breaking down less time and complexity from this point. We've already made more complexity. Look at all these bars from this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're working on our fourth. About to be our fifth. Sure, we could break down and just clear that in less time and complexity, but it's just not looking likely. On a 10 hour. And this is what I was looking for and hoping for. We got this reply form and divergence. We got 0. We got 1. We got 2. So X is about right here. So in order to validate this divergence on a 10-hour time frame, we have to close 2 candles underneath 6,775. If we cannot do that and we close candles, 10-hour candles tomorrow above 6,775, we're going to move up. It's just how it is. That's based on a theory I use, and it works fucking phenomenally. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. But I think that broke the rule, right? I broke the 1-to-1 rule, right? That makes, let's see here. We're about to move on to 4x. Yeah. I broke the 1-to-1 rule. That is very interesting. I'm going to be very curious to see how this forms. What forms here. Okay? Very curious, honestly, because that's honestly fucking crazy. Excuse me. Alright. Fucking computer's acting like straight dog shit right now for some reason. What the fuck's going on here? I'm gonna close Discord. Maybe that helps. Close window. Absolute piping dog shit. Damn. Alright. GPD USD. It's looking. I just got news today that someone very important in GPD got sick, and honestly, that's not good. That's honestly horrible. So, I might abandon this long setup because I bought here, and I'm probably underwater slightly on this play. Initially, I thought it was gonna be a 4 or 5, but we went on too much time, and the low posted here, we didn't break up impulsively. Now that I'm looking at it, so I'm not liking this setup at all anymore. In fact, this could be a gigantic WXY. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm thinking, dude. I'm kind of honestly thinking this could actually moon possibly. Kind of worried. So it's obviously not wave 3. That's obviously not the count. That's what I'm trying to see. Like, oh really? Interesting. Huh. Very interesting. Well, we'll keep tabs on that. But yeah, for GPD USD, I'm thinking this comes down now. I thought it was going to be this. Next is an A, a B, and a C, which is possible. I actually kind of like that. We'll see, though. Hide. We traded well all the way up to that point. Now let's see. It's kind of hindering us now. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it kind of looks like a. Honestly, it would be very hard for me to short it, just because I don't like shorting. Like, this is not the way I do play and trade. It kind of looks like a triangle. I'm honestly gonna pull this trade right now. I'm gonna take this loss right now. Fuck it. I don't care if it moves up without me. I don't care. It's not fitting what I want for upside. This looks like complete trash. It's weird though, cause like I really feel like that's a 5 of impulse. 1, 2. Huh. Actually, the degree that correct to that degree that of that correction makes no sense. So that's an ABC. So this is probably an ABC. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is a W and X and a Y zigzag. So that probably means that this from this point is a W, an A, a B, and a C. W, X, Y flat. Oh, no, I lied. This is probably still all held within. This is probably X. Ooh. Ooh, I think I found it finally. I just need to make sure time works. Time is the biggest thing here. Don't know if it will here. Very strange structure, that's all I'm saying. Don't really have a read on it, so I probably won't trade on it. Nothing very clear on GPT USD. So I probably won't trade it. It just looks like it wants to do this from a structure standpoint. Retest that and then move back up. See, I thought this was going to be A, B, C, a D, and E. For a weird W, X, Y, but X is too short, too small. On this next reaction, though, so if we move low like this, if we ended up start trading over 1227, and we do it in less complexity and time like that, I will probably be buying that pullback. But for now, I don't think I'm going to be trading this until we get more clarity, because there's just nothing that stands out for me as in a trading perspective to set me up in anything, in a way that I believe that will give me a win. There's nothing here exactly in the form of my form of analysis. Sure, for someone else, like a PA trader or something like that, something might stand out to you with flying colors. For me, nothing hits, so I'm just gonna move on. I'll look at it periodically through the week because I love trading GPT USD. Same thing with Euro USD as well. Our buy was good. But again, this did not break out impulsively. This is an A, this is a B, this is a C. There's no doubt about it. No refuting that evidence is ABC. No refuting it. It does look like it's going to have temporary upside no matter what, which is good. But it's probably going to end up putting in a larger combo, and it's going to be A, B, C. So I'm probably gonna hold this Euro USD play. I'm moving my stop up now from this location because I believe this we're not gonna get the play we want anymore. So oh shit, the fuck. So there's no reason to keep our stops there, especially when this idea is complete in regards to downside. So in order to move to the upside, it's gonna be do in one or two ways. It's gonna be either be a corrective phase and then come back to the downside, or it's gonna move up impulsively. As of right now, it looks like it's gonna be corrective phase because that looks like 3 waves. Some B wave, some C wave. It looks to exit above 1.0872 and see what happens after that. Probably exit partial, hold partial. If we end up doing this and break above this level here, then I add to that right there. Its anticipation is going to do that, but we'll see. Okay. To me, this looks like an A, a B, a C temporarily, and then it fades to the downside. It'll end up being like a bigger A, B, C, or W, X. Probably W, X, Y, because it's supposed to be like that. Zigzag W, some 3 X, and probably be like a B, a C, a D, and an E, just because Euro likes to do this weird complex shit. There's not even one other time where I saw a very valid WXY with Y being a terminal triangle, a barrier triangle at the downside of it, and it breaks to the upside. It is such a dirty fucking pattern, but it's one of my favorites in the whole world. And this is what I think. That's why I was thinking that GPD was in a similar thing to the upside, but nope. X would have to be there. This would have to be A, B, C, D, E, but that X is just too small. Does not make sense. Gold probably can't. Yes, but gold is resilient. I honestly think this is now kind of bullish. Very interesting. This again, this looks like it wants to do that at a bare minimum. Now to see, I don't have a real read on gold either. If we hold 1588, I'm gonna be bullish on gold. If we lose 1588, I'll probably look for short setups. Hold it, especially if we do it in this fashion like that. If we just straight nuke that level, yeah, I'm gonna short it. If we go sideways like this, I'm one along that. Because I was thinking this could be a weird. Not weird, but honestly, I think this could be a start of an uptrend. Which would probably mean this here is not a 5-wave. Well, let's see here. Just break that low? Dude, that's crazy. It did not break that low. Wow. I like this right here. It's the WXY. A, B, C. A, B, C. X, A, B, C, which would end up being an A, a B, and a C. Truncation there does not break that rule. So this can honestly be a weird, huge leading diagonal. Leading expanding diagonal, which fits the confines where 2 is expanded in time and 4 is expanded in price. And 5 does not hit the top side boundary. We didn't do it. If we were going to be moving to the downside impulsively, this would have broken down in less time and complexity to that. It would have broke that in less time and complexity, but we didn't. And since we did not do what I normally look for, well, not normally, since we did not do what I look for a reversal, I cannot assume this is going to reverse. I have to look for other ideas. So is this a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, an A, B, C, and this is 1, a quick 2, and we're coming up again? Very interesting here. Very interesting. I'm not too sure on the high time frame count of gold anymore. Initially, I didn't look bearish. Bought all that up, consolidating, and looks like a fucking bull flag. Can't really look at it as bearish anymore. We shouldn't have done that if we were going to truly be bearish. But we did. So we can't hold that bias because what we're seeing does not fit that anymore. So I'm looking for a buy setup on gold. If we hold that level, like I said, at 1588. Okay? Very interesting times. Dollar. What a resilient motherfucker. Should have saw that coming though. In a world crisis, dollar is still going to be strong. What a clean triangle right there. Probably the cleanest triangle I've ever seen in my life. That's an impulse. A, B, C. So from an Elliott wave standpoint, this is a really logical short. Stop there. You're anticipating that this is going to, at least at a bare minimum, come to that side. If you're lucky, this will end up breaking even further like this. But I don't know about that quite yet. Don't know. I don't think so. We'll see. That'll be a good play, though. Not too sure with the dollar, honestly. Not too sure. Talk about whiplash right there. Look at that. That would be nuts if it does that and it clears that low. That would be crazy. Holy shit. That would mean Europe and all the euro and all that shit would just straight fucking moon. I don't think that's going to happen. But this has formed a sell setup. An A, a B, and a C. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. A B, coming down for C at a bare minimum, and we'll see if it ends up being more complex. Like this was. A, B, C. Which ended up being a WXY, because this ends up being, yeah, a WXY. But this is B, and this is C for an ABC, WXY. So a tip I want to tell you guys, people who want to learn Elliott wave. So at this point, dollar has created enough time, not time, but enough in regards to complexity to say that this was going to move up again impulsively, right? Here's an impulse. You corrected an impulse in a three-way fashion, right? So at that point, you had enough in complexity to say we move up. But what would have saved your ass was that you didn't do it in an adequate time. Look at this, right? You're looking for that for adequate time to long DXY again in that degree. We didn't hit that. Not only that, but even let's say that we did hit it in the amount of time, right? We hit the amount of time and we hit the structure we look for. But then we form a flat. If this is moving impulsively, would you form a flat? No. So that should tell you that this is, again, going to come to a downside. Because you have to expect very specific formations and patterns to form after the conclusion of your structures, right? When they don't show, then you have to look for more complexity on other things. What a beast, man. still cannot believe I missed this fucking any diagonal. Such a noob play right there, man. This unfortunately looks like one giant move. WXY. Does it work though? Kind of liking this setup. What's the hourly look like? Hourly did flip bullish. Damn. I'm just gonna stick with my guns that this looks like a fucking flat. And I want to short this in USD across the kind of board. This looks like a flat to me. This looks of the same degree. So I'm gonna assume this is gonna come down to one more time. I'm gonna take that chance. Structurally though, it looks like it's just weird. We got 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 5, 6, 7 pivots. It's usually a sell signal at 7 pivots. 5 and 7 pivots. This I wouldn't know where to put my stop, so I don't know if I'm gonna enter this because there's no like rule I could base my trade off of to well the 1718 rule I guess. A 1618 rule. That will work. So my stop would be 109,784 on this trade, and I'll be shorting essentially now. But I honestly think it's gonna pop up one more time to like right here, maybe even all the way up to that zone. But stop just above that somewhere. This looks like a flat, so I'm really hoping it is. Confirmation will be when your 13-minute Chevy momentum rolls over. Maybe even hourly, but I think that would get you in too late. I think the hourly will get you in a little bit too late. Little bit too late. Maybe. The 30-minute will get you in a pretty good time. The momentum shit works flawlessly on fucking Forex. It works good for crypto, but you have to have some context to crypto. Like, okay, this is going to be C-Wave, so I'm going to expect green. And I'm going to long it, and as long as it stays green for the majority of the time, I'm going to stay in it. While with this, it's usually, as soon as it starts turning over, it's going to officially turn over. You know, usually. It's very seldom. Like in Bitcoin, you'll see a lot of these bottoms red. Because the volatility is so high. So the momentum shifts from side to side very fast. In Forex, volatility is not high at all. So momentum stays very compact in very small ranges going back and forth. So it's able to stay showing you the trend more longer than crypto is, because crypto fucking fluctuates so fast. So like I said, a lot of these bottoms on crypto will be red, and that's why it helps to have some context and understand, you know, wave structures. Okay, we're in C wave, but I only count one 5-wave structure, and we have not made a minimum requirement for C wave. Then obviously you're going to hold that because your context hasn't been fulfilled to go short, right? Okay, I think we could go to our last chart and we'll get out of here. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all so much. Damn, my fucking computer's taking forever. Start with DGI, I guess, since that was consumed in. My squiggles kind of came true. All I was trying to note is that we're correcting this impulse. And we're going to move up again. That's literally all I was trying to say. A, B, C. X. A, B, C, maybe. Come down to this lower zone. Then moon it. Reject. Dead cat bounce to the downside. There's no refuting this. No refuting this. So let's look at our momentum and shit. Chevy, where are you? Taking forever, Chevy. Let's go. Oh, there you are. Momentum just shifted bearishly. Let's check out the 30. 30 also shifted bearishly. So as soon as the 30-minute and 15-minute start rolling back over, I think it'll be pretty telling where the price is going to go. Or even a 13-minute. Look how well the 13-minute holds momentum on stocks and shit. It's crazy. All our momentum indicators and fucking shit works like insanely well in your traditional and forex markets. Obviously it's because volatility is way lower. The percent changes is way lower, so your fucking indicators don't get chopped up as much. But yeah, I'm with this for DGI. Hold 19,900 to 2,500, and we're moving up. And I'm targeting. Call me fucking crazy. Call me fucking crazy. I dare you to. I dare you to be the last thing you fucking say. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be targeting 24,808 to 26,104, 105. With the expectation that we'll probably reject 25,400. Just because that's the DCB. That's the GB level of this entire move to the downside. So I would expect that level to reject us. If we're going to be bearish. If we're going to be truly bullish, we will break this level. And we will consolidate over this level. And we'll do this. Over this level. If we are going to move bullishly. Actually bullishly. If we are going to do what I think we're going to do, which is sell off to new lows, we will reject this level. Somewhere in this box. We will reject it. No doubt about it. And then we will come to the downside. Okay? That's my idea. Some traders have this. Some wave traders have this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's possible. I personally don't like it. I like this as 1, 2. This as 3, 4, and this is coming down for 5. One, 2, 3, 4. Somewhere shit. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell, my friends. SPX. Same shit, though. Literally the same shit. Oh, my nose is all fucked. Yeah, I could take... I could take a look at XTC USD. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just reading your message. So yeah, literally the same shit. On SPX2. We broke out. We did so in less time and complexity than it took to make this entire range. If you look from when the range started to form, which is up here. Right here. Look how many moves we made up and down. Fucking 100. Right? Look how many moves up and down we made to break to the upside to get to the same point when we created the range. Look, let's look at it. Look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pivots to make that entire range. We broke that range in less time and complexity. As long as we consolidate in three-way patterns and hold the golden box, which is this level approximately, this will move up. Look, A, B, C. At this point, we made enough in regards to complexity to assume we move to the upside, right? A three-way pattern after impulse. That is enough to say we move to the upside. But we did not make it in enough time. Right? Time-wise, we did actually. We actually did make it enough time. But I don't... This looks like a flat. We didn't break up impulsively from this point. If we were indeed going to move impulsively from this point, we would have broke this entire range from here to here in less time and complexity. But we didn't. We have created the same complexity. 3 waves. 3 waves. I'm liking it there before I went along anything. Which is approximately 2360 on SPX. I looked at fucking Bitcoin. Rakib. I looked at Bitcoin. I'm like 90% sure I have rewind on, so you can rewind it. It's the first thing I talk about, so go to the first 10 minutes and you'll find it. I promise. I almost guarantee you that I have rewind on. Almost guarantee that. Almost guarantee that. But hey, this is about the time where we wrap it all up. You asked me any last minute questions and or charts you want me to cover. Rakib, it is your lucky day because you caught it right at the end. So as we're transitioning out, I'll go ahead and pop it over, talk about it for a little bit. But yeah. In the meantime, ask me any last minute questions and we'll get out of here. Sade. Well, gold. This looks really, really, really good. I'm so mad at you bitches. Ugh. That was gonna haunt me because I was on that trade and they hunted my ass. Told me to go to bed. They did it. Those son of a bitches. If this breaks this next high, well, first of all, if this immediately breaks this next high, we have a very high chance that this is going to keep going up. But if we could just do this little flat, it'll confirm that this is of that degree. And that will make this an A, a B, and a C. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we have to do this flat. If we don't do this flat and we just keep moving up, I'm going to be bullish. If we do this flat here, I'm going to be more bearish because this will make it an ABC in my opinion. And validation to this idea is again over 7,084. Anything under 7,084 is a short as of right now in the form of my analysis. I think this is in a short area right here. Your stop should be over this level because I am bullish over this level. As per Elliott Wave rule of state, over 1618 extension, you have to assume impulse. If this is going to be an ABC, because look, this is definitely 5 waves. Well, not definitely. Ooh, man. Dude, yeah, I'm just on high alert for this bullish breakout, honestly. Top 3 advice for traders. First of all, it's don't. Nice, thank you, bro. Thank you for confirming. Top 3 advice for traders. 1, I would say, and it's probably the biggest, you have to find a system that makes sense to you. So what I mean by that is, like, my preferred system is Elliott Wave. Right? To some people, they don't even believe in Elliott Wave. They don't think it works, or is it not true? And sure, it's not true. It probably doesn't work for them. It's because they don't believe in it. You have to believe in whatever system that makes sense to you. Find whatever makes sense to you. For me, Elliott Wave makes sense to me because it gave me those extra set of rules that made me believe what I saw in a chart with more confidence. So that would be the first thing I would advise. And probably one of the biggest things, because when I first started, I would try this, try a little bit, give up because I wasn't getting the results I wanted, or I wasn't getting the results that some other guy using it was getting. I was like, okay, it doesn't work. Go to the next thing. Okay, it doesn't work. I did that for like a year. Don't do that. Find something. Yeah, dabble with some things, but find something that really, really, really intrigues you. Really makes you think like, okay, that makes sense to me, or I think that has a chance to make it make sense to me. That's the style of analysis you want to find. All right. Secondly, biggest thing, you have. This is a very obvious, very, 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 very obvious one that everyone should know. You have to understand risk appropriately, the most appropriately. You have to understand how to do the math needed in order to appropriately manage your trades and your portfolio. There's a math equation that goes into it. And by the way, my buddy Sean, our buddy Sean Nance, he made it a cool little fucking indicator that I'm gonna drop the link to in the chat box real quick. That is absolutely phenomenal for newer traders and people who want to understand risk a little bit better. I can't find it. Shit. I will drop it in the link. I got it right here. Give me a second. Getting the link right. Freaking. I know I sent it here. Maybe not. But yeah, if you don't understand risk and you don't manage your position appropriately, that fucking fear aspect is gonna fucking kill your trading. Absolutely kill your trading. Because if you over position yourself or over margin, overuse margin, you're going to not let your trades fulfill. You're not going to let your ideas play out, and then therefore you'll never understand if you know anything. How often do you close a trade prior to it hitting your stop, or before it hits the target? It's usually because you're over positioning yourself and you're letting that emotional aspect feed into you, which is fear and greed. How you manage fear and greed, the best way to do it is by managing appropriate risk and by managing risk appropriately and money appropriately. That is the greatest tool to killing your emotional aspect, which is the biggest reason why traders fail. If you're very emotional, if you hold on to things very deeply, tightly, it's not good for trading. You have to have no emotions when it comes to a trade, no emotions when it comes to a coin or an idea that you're trading on a chart. None. And like I said, the greatest way to keep that at bay is by managing your risk the appropriate way. Failure to do that will make those aspects creep into your trading, and it just won't be a good environment for you to learn and grow as a trader. Lastly, this is a huge one that I think people heavily overlook. Trade, and it's very obvious why. Trading is very, 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 very personal. Very personal. Most people fail at it because they fail to look at their faults as their own. They like to blame others. Oh, I didn't learn. They didn't teach me good enough. You showed me the wrong trade. Just blah blah blah. Excuse. They fail like, oh, I chose that. I decided to do that trade. I decided to put that on the line, and I was the reason why I lost that thing, and I want to know why. People fail to do that. Okay? Here's how to help that. Find a group. It doesn't have to be a paid group. It could be a free group. It could be just Twitter. Find a community that you could be a part of where you could throw ideas off of and bounce ideas off of and help that aspect of holding accountability to specific ideas and things you do. Being completely alone and not talking to anybody about your trades and your ideas will make it more likely that you are not going to own up for your faults, because you're not publicly displaying and disclosing what you're doing and the trades you're taking. If you find a group that allows you to do that, and there is a helpful group, not a fucking group full of dumbasses who just don't know how to trade, but actually people are trying to learn, trying to grow a new skill set. All right, bro. I'll keep an eye out for you for sure. But yeah, if you could find that will help push you to be a better trader, especially if you see other traders in there who are, have success at specific whatever. It'll help you. It'll propel you and push you to want that fucking success. You want to find that group. It doesn't have to be a paid group. It can be free. It can be 100% free. Or it can be paid. It doesn't matter. Just find a group that will give you the aspect to help you hold yourself more accountable. You might not need that. You might hold yourself very accountable already. But the majority of people, we don't do that. Like, I would say 90% of the people, we don't hold ourselves accountable. Should I go long? No. I wouldn't long this. What the fuck would I long this? If you're a day trader, it's a logical long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop here. Or here. But to me, I wouldn't long this exact price. I'll wait for one more breakdown. Right here. If we move down like this. Oops. So if we do this, I'll long a break of this low here. Right there. Long a break of that low. Stop there. Target there. Short there. Down to the downside. Hold this level. Go back to the upside. Break this level. Stacking shorts. Downside. But yeah, man. So yeah, those are, in my opinion, 3 of the biggest pieces of advice I can give you. There's many things I could say that could help for advice. Another big thing is your mindset. You have to fucking want it, bro. You have to fucking want it. And you have to believe. You have to really believe that trading could really give you what you want in your life. You have to fucking believe that. You have to. I believe it with whole certainty. Trading will give me everything I ever wanted in my life if I just continue to do the things that I'm supposed to do in trading, which is manage risk appropriately, manage my money appropriately, do my homework, actually apply my homework to my trading. If I just do that day in, day out for the next 10 to 20 years, I know for a fact trading will get me everything I ever wanted in life. Do you believe that? I know I do. You have to believe that if you really want to be a successful trader. Investor, different mindset. It's not like that. Trader, wants to be like that, make some big money in trading. Well, only a very few percentage of the world gets to do that. Very few percentage. Very, very few. So, you gotta want it. You gotta believe it. Second, and lastly, you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta believe that whatever you got within yourself, you can succeed. You can literally learn anything. You can succeed in anything as long as you put your mind to it. I'm a firm believer of that as I've grown older. I know that for a fact. Call me crazy. I know for a fact though. I can succeed at anything you fucking put in front of me. I don't give a shit what it is. It could be fucking computer science. It could be fucking heavy lifting. It could be fucking mechanics. It could be fucking firefighting, police, whatever, law enforcement. If I know for a fact, if I put my fucking mind to it and my head to it, and I can succeed. No matter, I know for a fact, and you can too. I guarantee it. The power of the human mind is absolutely incredible. You just gotta believe it. You gotta believe it. Have that arrogance that I don't give a shit what the fuck it is in front of me. I don't care what it is. I'm gonna find success in it. I don't give a shit. All right, everybody. So thank you all for tuning in. If you just now tuning in, hit the replay. I got the replay on, and you should be good to catch the replay. If not the replay, the rewind. If not, catch the replay in an hour when it's uploaded to my YouTube channel. All right. So with that, everyone, thank you all for tuning in. We went on a little bit longer than we usually discuss for it. We usually talk for 2 hours. Looks like we've been talking for about an hour and 2 hours and a half, almost 3 hours. Holy shit! So yeah, I need to get out of here. So thank you all for tuning in. This week I probably won't get the scheduled Tuesday and Thursday live streams going because I have to get my tooth fixed fucking coming Monday or tomorrow. I'm gonna get it fixed tomorrow, so it probably won't be in action Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But we're gonna plan on it for now. Catch me next Sunday, alright? We'll do it a little bit earlier, like we normally do it. Today I was a little bit busy outside trying to get some things done around the house because we're on quarantine, so might as well get some things done around the house. But next week was due to scheduled time as normal, 10:30 to 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, okay? Or Arizona time, because I don't know what the fuck time Arizona is. Just plan on Mountain Standard Time, and if I would schedule it. I'll tell you all, you know how it is. Alright? So with that, thank you all for tuning in. If you found this insightful, helpful, took a trade in the last time, anything like that, hit the thumbs up. Drop a comment while on the upload in an hour, and I'll greatly appreciate it. It help me in the YouTube algorithm. So, everybody be safe. Keep listening to your health officials. They're the ones who know shit. Don't listen to the news anchors. They're fucking stupid. Listen to your health officials. Do what they say. Keep being clean. Keep being responsible. Stay indoors. Don't go to public events. Don't be a dumbass dweeb. Alright? So, fucking people always trying to call me this late. Weird ass fucking people. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in. Everybody be safe. This is your boy Satoshi motherfucking Heavy signing out. Peace out, everyone.
dreaming, like I'm walking by your side. Keeps on repeating. So free my mind, all the talking, wasting all your time. I've given all that I've got. If you want me, if you need me, I'll be yours. If you want me.